So Rick, thanks for coming in. Okay, and Rick, as you know, we're making some films about people in unusual situations. So I just wanted to know, um, when was it that you first started putting bats in your ears?
Ooh, well, it's hard to know the first ever time. It kind of like it evolved slowly. First of all, I'd get a bat, and then I'd put it close to my ear. But one day, and I don't know why, I just can't remember the exact day. I think it was cold. I think it was a
Okay,
cold day, and then I just got
interesting.
it just came to, and I just couldn't stop myself, and I just well, first of all, I just put it. It has their wet noses, and I put the wet nose just in my ear hole here like that, and then I couldn't stop. Just straight in, and then that's where it started. Don't know the exact date, but from then I knew that this was the way forward for me, because it was just something that
Yeah.
I just got so much enjoyment out of.
Am I right in saying that obviously you couldn't get? I mean, obviously, as you, I'm sure you know more than I. Bats come in all different shapes and sizes. So the bats that you're doing is the pygmy bat, isn't it? Is that would be that's the best fit bat for your ears?
It's the slimmest one. It's the slimmest bat of them all, and it's got the most pointiest nose, which helps them go in smoothly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can fit more than one of them in. That's why I go with them ones,
Yeah,
because
no, that makes
you
sense.
can fit more bats per ear.
So you get more than one bat in the
Oh yeah,
ear.
you can get two bats, two at least two bats if they're the pygmy bats. Sometimes if it's a bigger bat, like a fruit bat, you can't fit the bat in your ear, but you can get just a portion of the front of the bat in your ear. But the
Would
thing
the
is, then
nose be in,
yeah,
or would
and
it be
then
nose out?
nose in, and then the
Always
rest of
nose
the
in,
bat in.
always nose in.
You always
What
go
about the
nose
wings?
first.
Because I'm right in thinking they're quite sort of soft leathery and they fold up quite neatly. Would that be right in
They're like
saying?
one of those pack away anoraks that you can just
Ah,
pack them away, and they just go into
pack a bat. Pack a
pack a
bat.
back, pack a back wings. Yeah,
And is it both ears or is it just depending on how you're feeling on
both
the
ears,
day? Oh, both ears.
both ears. Well, not every day, but most days, both ears. Yeah, I like to do both ears every day, at least once a day.
And would you say, because obviously one of the things we always ask, people, when we're interviewing them is that how does that impact on relationships? Because obviously, um, inevitably when you have a live animal, a petite pygmy bat in your ear, how actually do you? I mean, I know you were very kind enough to take them out today for the interview, but now I understand you've got a whole like cave that you keep these bats in, and then you take it in turns to put them in. But how does it work out in relationships where you've got bats in your ears? Have
Well,
you
that's a
found other
good question.
people?
Well, it's actually turned into a bit more. It's like a symbiotic relationship
Ah,
between me and the bats now. In that,
yeah.
because they're in my ears such a lot of the time, they translate what's happening and the world around me
Ah,
into squeaks of echolocation, squeaks into my ear, and over the years, my brain has learned to interpret those.
ah.
So relationship wise, it's been a bit difficult in that unless the other person has got bats in their ears, we find it a bit difficult, because bats don't actually understand English, but
Sonar. Am I
they
right?
understand sonar.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we need another. I need basically a partner who either understands sonar, or who is prepared to have a bat in their ear to receive sonar.
I've
So
got
limited,
yeah,
limited.
limited. Yeah,
Um,
I understand what well, I
I
understand
mean,
that. Yeah,
there's websites obviously for this,
obviously.
and
And didn't you create a website? Isn't it right? And I just have to ask you this because I know it's like kind of like an urban mythology surrounding yourself. But is it right that you? I mean, I know it's a while ago, and please, if you don't feel like talking about it, it's fine. But is it right that you did actually have a short but very passionate affair with a dolphin?
yeah. Well, I don't. It is a bit. Really, I think this isn't the time or the place to
No,
talk
no,
about
that's
this.
fine.
We're bats today, really.
Yeah, no, that's
More
fine.
bats than dolphins,
Oh no,
anyway. And it's certainly something that doesn't happen now, anyway.
no, and I just want to, just because I know that
I don't think I'd go back to the sea again.
no, It's yeah, and I think the thing is, as far as I think you remember, you did an article that bats don't like salt water anyway. They
No.
don't go well in the ocean. Do
No,
they?
no, they don't swim well. And if you put them in your ears and you go swimming, you've got to wear ear protectors to keep them in so they don't float out the sides when you're in there. Otherwise, you're going to
Yeah.
lose the bats basically. And then
Yeah.
what are you going to do?
Well, I would
What
just
are you going to do?
really appreciate talking about bats. It's fascinating. I mean,